Hello, welcome back to the 100-Day Project. We are on day 56 and we're making fold-out pockets with one sheet of paper. I am Marnell from Miemie's Keepsakes and I am very happy that you're joining me today. So it's an easy pocket. It just flips open and then you'll have a pocket here and a pocket here. And you'll have some writing space or space to glue something on there, or even opportunity to decorate more if you want to. So, and then when you glue this to a page, you can have the opportunity to create a second pocket by, if you're gluing this way, you can have a pocket there, or if you glue it this way, you can have a pocket there. So, and you can also, this would be perfect to just paper clip on your page like that, or have it hanging over the top of a page. It looks pretty too. Anyway, lots and lots of options. Let's make one. So all you need to do is, I think this is from Boho Butterfly from Ruby and Pearl. Yes, I think so. So you'll need one sheet of paper, and you can obviously make them bigger and smaller by cutting the page smaller, or you can just use scraps, but use bigger pieces obviously, because you don't want it to be too small unless you're making a mini page. And then all you're going to do, you're going to cut one of these pieces off, one of these rectangles. Then remember to where your pocket's going to be. So when this was folded open, you're going to cut a piece away. So where the pocket's going to be, remember to cut it shy from the fold, so you have a little opening there to put something inside your pocket. So I am just going to cut shy of this fold. And then cut that entire piece off. Okay, so then this piece will shape your second pocket, or if you don't want to add the second pocket, you can obviously use this as a journaling card for inside. And then all you're going to do is, if you want a thumb hole, I would suggest to put the thumb hole in now. And if you are going to make a second pocket, then put the two papers together and make the thumb hole simultaneously, because that way your thumb holes line up. That doesn't bother you, obviously it's not a problem. Yes, so they'll line up. And then I'm just going to cut this smaller for my second pocket. And then what I did, because I have this white space here, I used a stencil just to decorate that a little bit. And that is obviously optional. You don't have to do that. I'm just going to use this stencil here quickly. Or you can print your paper double-sided. Or if you're using double-sided scrapbook paper, that would be perfect too. And I'm just lightly, and I'm doing the stencil all the way down here, because then when I glue my pocket down, it will be, it won't have a white edge there. I do not like where my thumb hole is sitting, I'm sorry. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. It just feels like it's not centered. Whoops. So if that happens, just cut your thumb hole a little to the right or the left. Okay, I'm totally knocking this up. There, that's better. Maybe just press down more decisively. Okay. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit because my pocket is really big. here. There. Okay, and then the next step we're going to glue. And you're just going to glue this pocket down. And I don't even think I will make 2 pockets for all of them, because I feel like I know there's lots of options and opportunities for pockets, but sometimes I feel like that just, if you have 1 pocket in your journal where there's 5 tags in it, which sounds like a good idea, until you start seeing, you know, you're writing in your journal and adding more things, and it's just bulking up, and that 1 pocket taking up most of the space sometimes just isn't, not a good idea. But that is, again, that's just me. I'm just going to round this corner just to decorate it a little bit, and there is your pocket. It's done. It is that easy. I don't think I need to make another one and show you, so let's just start mass making. I think this is also a great opportunity to start using those bigger book pages that we don't always know what to make with. So let's make one. I have a recipe book here. I'm just gonna cut this a little straight here. A recipe book. And I have a lot of recipes. I do like recipe books, but a lot of times I end up with these printed papers that I don't use. So I think this is perfect for that. So we're going to just fold it in 4s. That will be our first step. Just grab my bone folder. Don't know why I put it away. And we'll do this one. Again, this is just a bigger book page. Maybe just make sure that it is a strong page. It's not a flimsy book page, because you are making a pocket with it. Things needs to go in and out of the top end of the pocket. Just going to cut that. Okay. I still have some of Duke's pages left. So this is her end papers. I think I said kit set 2. We've used this yesterday as well. I printed more than one of these. I obviously like the green. This one is from her Le Bleu Chateau. Oh, I hope I'm still going through the kits and learning which one is which, but I'll anyway, hopefully know the kits soon. Then, oh, it seems like I have a lot of her. I will just keep using her papers. I printed a lot because I just actually really liked her papers. So this one is end paper set 2 again. I'll have the, oh, and I think yesterday I forgot to mention there is a discount code. And what was this one? Was September Blue. There's a discount code in the description box if you want to go buy some of Duke's papers from Duke's Craft Table. I will have that in the description box as well. Just use the papers that I've printed. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do one more. Let's do this one, and this is the end papers as well. So I think for this one, because you are folding it in different directions, it is easy to use papers with a repetitive pattern like this, or something that even if you fold it different ways, the direction doesn't matter. If you have papers, say for instance, I was something like this. This is from Ruby and Pearl or Boho Butterfly. If you have something like this and you start folding it, obviously some of these are going to be sideways or upside down. Okay, so let's start cutting up some pockets. I'm going to cut shy from that fold there because then I'll have a bigger opening for my pocket, and just cut that off. And I'll leave that in there and decide if I want to make a second pocket. Then again, this one we'll just cut shy from the fold. So yes, what have you been up to and what have you been doing? I would be very interested to find out if you guys are experiencing spring yet. We are having a beautiful, perfect spring day here today. And yes, that's when you want to be outside. Anyway, on the weekend I went with my friend to a quilting show, and boy, those ladies, they can, I mean, I was simply in awe with all the fine detail and the time that it has to take to make one of those quilts, and the measuring, oh my goodness, it's just incredible. I don't know, I think quilting is definitely, if you look at those quilts, it's a absolute art form. There was some of them that the little squares are as big as literally my pinky finger, the top of my pinky finger, and obviously those they had to sew on by hand, but oh my, it's pretty. I have tried quilting, but as you know, I don't not like measuring, and I cannot cut straight. I don't even think, if I have the rotary cutter and all their rulers and stuff, I probably still won't cut straight. So yeah, I don't think quilting is for me, but I can definitely appreciate the quilts they made. It was just beautiful, and there was a couple of demonstrations as well that we watched, and they had some of the quilt shops coming in and selling fabrics and stuff and other equipment. Okay, so the next, and it was just so much fun. Oh, it was just fun getting out of the house and not think about everything that you have to do. Maybe I'll just make double pockets for all of these. So the next thing I'm going to do is just add the notch in there. Okay. I feel like this one. Oh, see, I told you nothing is ever straight. I'm going to cut this because I want the writing piece for my pocket. And of course you can decorate the insides of these as well. Come on. Again, I want that piece just so I don't have the white piece of the border. It's just the book page that I'm kind of thinking about where I want the notch to go in. Let me just see which way I don't want the flowers to be upside down. There, that will work. And the last one. Okay. And then we need to, well, if you want to, you can always, if you don't do the second pocket, add this on there for as to cover that, but I feel that adds bulk again. Maybe I won't stencil all of these just so you guys aren't watching me stencil for hours. What I will do is I'm going to, maybe this one, I'm just going to get a little bit of inking here just so you know that shows up. And then we'll just do this one too, just because we're doing both. And then, well, let's just do the stenciling. I'm sorry, but then it's done. Otherwise, I'm coming in afterwards and I'm struggling to get my stencil, especially here where the pocket is, in that little edge there. And this stencil I just bought on Amazon. Can't remember the brand. I think those are probably stencils that come from places like AliExpress or those kind of places where, I don't know, they started selling on Amazon. So now you don't even know anymore what comes from where. Won't go into that again. I think I've already talked about that before, about it, your Amazon order just taking longer as well to reach you. Like I say, I'm just gonna ink everything, stencil everything with just vintage photo, just to keep it simple. I don't have to clean my brush in between. So yes, just bear with me for probably just 2 minutes, please. Where did this one's pocket go? Maybe this one I'll ink here as well. I can't remember what part I'll cut off. Here. And this one I do not have to stencil, just ink it up a little bit. And the same with this one. I'm just, the rest of the inking I can do when I decorate. Well, let's just do it. I have everything out. Why bring it out again? One touch rule. I read this thing where they said if you want to stay organized, you should, the one touch rule is anything you touch, you should only do it once. So say for instance, you're getting the mail. When you bring the mail into the house, if you put it on the dining room table, and then move it to the office and put it on the table there, and then at the end of the day you're filing that piece of mail. Obviously you've touched it 4 or 5 times, so the one touch rule will be to bring the mail in and then just open it and put it in the and file it, and then you're done. So obviously that's not always practical, you might not have time, but just in general, those kind of things. Or if you're baking cookies and you're done with the flour, put it back immediately, don't put it on the countertop, and then after a while put it back, because then it's not the one, you're not touching it more than once. So how did I manage to get my notches not in line? I don't know, but let's just go with it. It's all good. Okay, let's glue this one, and I'm putting the glue on this side just because this area here is shorter, so it's just easier to put it on this side and not have to even think about where I need to glue or where I have to stop gluing. And let's just do this one as well. Let's cut my pocket down. So yes, I did try the one touch rule once for probably about a month. I totally concentrated on it, and it did make a big difference on keeping your house organized and just putting things away immediately after you've used it. Oh, and I didn't stencil this one either. I was talking too much, I think. Let's just do that quickly. I think I did do the edges, but not the... And I'm moving the stencil, but that's okay because I'm just I'm not stenciling everything. I just kind of wanted to have a shadowy effect so that I can write on there as well if I decide to write on that part of the pocket. I don't know how that happened because I probably didn't fold it all the way to that side. That's all I can think, and you know, stuff like that happens. It's all good. Okay, these notches are lined up. I was just thinking, no, don't tell me these aren't lined up either. Anyway, it's not the end of the world, and I just want to get rid of that bit of glue there. We'll round the corners in a minute. And let's just add some ink here while I have the ink out and it's still open. And I must have flipped it over or something. I'll think about that again. I already glued that one. And of course, if you don't add the notches, you can always add some lace here, maybe on the second pocket, flat lace or something, just to distinguish between the two pockets. That's an option too. Oh my, that is terrible. See, quilting, my quilts would have ended up maybe in a triangle shape at the end of the day when I finished cutting all the squares. Because Oh, I think that's what I did. Yes, that is what I did. Okay, we'll just flip it over. And we'll add a little bit of ink again onto that. And now I glued it on the wrong side. Oh my, okay. It's just, I intended the notches to not be straight. This one, I think I lost the pocket. Oh, there's the pocket. Okay, this one I did correctly. I think what I did is I did this, yes, but this one I didn't. Okay. My notch idea obviously didn't work out so well for me. Okay, and let's just add a stencil. I have to wash my stencils again after this. I do like my stencils to be clean. I don't know why. It's just, it's like the stamp thing. When I was selling Stampin' Up, you always cleaned your stencils and your stamps, and especially if you're using like 3D, like things like texture paste on your stencils and acrylic paints. It's definitely wash them afterwards because they fill in all those little gaps and then you don't get all the detail. Okay. That's just, I want to ink this, especially just this one pocket. Let's do this one just before I glue it down, because otherwise it will make lines. Sure, I'm actually feeling like I could take my sweater off. I don't need it anymore. Okay. Let's just do this one. Gluing. Yeah, and like you can obviously round the corners of these as well, and even the pockets. That would make a nice bit of decoration as well, or just make your pockets look a little different. And of course you can make them by just cutting a different flap. You can make it sitting like this and have the pocket here instead of here. There's, again, play around. Once you have the basic pocket down and you have the idea, once you start using them, I don't know, it just starts new ways of using your existing pocket just starts coming to you. Just play around with it. Seeing this one lined up nicely too. Okay. So I'm not going to round all the corners. You guys can do that, and maybe I'll do round the corners once I start decorating. So let's decorate, and maybe just close my ink first and my glue. Put it away. Okay, let's get the table a little bit more organized again and then start decorating. So which one? Let's see how many we made. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these in about 20 minutes, and with me chatting in between and all kinds of stuff. So let's do the book page one. Let's decorate that one, and let's do the, I was thinking that blue one, but yeah, let's do the blue one. I'm always attracted to blue. I do like blue. It's obviously my favorite color. So let's see. Again, like this, I probably will do something inside too, but let's just concentrate on the front. For now, I can do that. Decorate the insides on my own. Let's pull in some things here that I have here on the desk, and this might be too small, but maybe you never know. Okay, let's not pull in too many things. Okay, let's find a focal point, and then we'll go from there, deciding on colors and things. Shall we do, there's that blue butterfly. I have this cute picture of the baby. Let's use the baby picture. And I'm gonna get rid of this gray. Oh, maybe I'll just use my corner rounder for that. That might be easier than trying to cut that corner. Let's do that. Maybe I'll have to use the big corner because I did mess that one up. Okay, I have this, and maybe I will cut the baby even smaller. And now we can start with the right. Oh my. Okay, that is better, but now I'm thinking this butterfly is way too big. Do we have like a small, come on fingers, there's a little pink one. Maybe that one is a better. Okay, I have the butterfly here somewhere, and I have some scraps left from Duke's papers, so let's just add some blue in here. I think I'm going to tear this a little bit as well. I don't want to lose the airmail part. So let's see if I can tear it, but not. Okay, I think that was good. And I do want that stamp there as well. I want to add some tea bag here on the bottom, maybe this way. I actually like this way, but then the photo would cover that nice. Let's do this one. Okay. Add some tea bag. Okay, so let's ink this up a little bit. I'm going to use Vintage Photo. Just make this a little bit browner. Let me just ink. I definitely think I'll do something here, but I'll do that off camera. And I'm just gonna ink the back just in case I'm not gluing this in. Okay. And then I also think I want to ink this up and maybe this blue as well. Just to tie it all in. Like on this one you can't see, maybe, but you can. It looks like it's a little dirtier or used. That was the idea. Okay, let's see. Let's glue stuff down. I think I want that maybe on top. I do like that airmail, and I want that to show. Just need to get this just right. But then I'm going to add more ink here on the bottom, just because I have that big margin there that's all white. Okay, and I'm thinking maybe I'll add 2 tea bags and layer them up. And just have to get the glue to come out. So I'm going to put this one on the bottom, and then this one. Oh, but I wanted the blue first. Okay, wait. Don't dry art glitter glue. Just wait a minute, please. Okay. And then this one on top. Oh, the wind is, I don't know if you can hear the wind, but we have, it's just crazy outside. We are living higher up, like on a hill, so maybe the wind out here is always a little bit worse, I think, than down in town, where the people are lower. And sometimes I think it just sounds worse than it actually is as well. That might be the other problem. Okay, so let's put the baby down. And then see. There's the baby. I wanted to add this butterfly. Excuse me. And do I want something here or not? No, I do think I want the butterfly there. Okay, maybe I'll just leave it just like that. I don't know if I'll need if I need a little something there, add a baggie of stamps. Oh, but we already have stamps on here. I'm gonna yellow that stamps up as well. And just kind of feel I need a little something here, but what? Okay, maybe that, and I'll just rough it up a little bit again. It looks like old lace blowing around the wind or something. And let's just I'm just going, there's just a lot of frayed parts there that I don't need probably. Yes, let's just add that. And the butterfly. Going to add a little bit of glue in here. Okay, and that's done. I do have just aged sellotape here, and I'm just going to add it there just to give it just another little touch on there. Okay, so that is done, decorated. Let's do one more, and let's do the blue one. I love this blue paper. Oh, and it has to go this way. And see, because I folded it over, that is upside down, but it doesn't really bother me because that's gonna go in the background. Now you're going to add things on top, and then if it's upside down, nobody would probably even notice. I have a couple of things out here. And I was just thinking maybe a black and white photo again. So I have these little gulls. I have this too, but it feels like it's blending in too much. So let's do another black and white photo on this one as well. Okay, and I'm thinking a butterfly again, but this one might be too big. Always to find just the right one. I have a real vintage bus ticket here, but I don't like that color. Oh my. One, I don't know, I kind of mucked its head up. The poor butterfly's head doesn't look so good. Let's find another one. And this one is a little smaller. I like that more. And I'm wondering if we can quickly make some of those dimensional butterflies that we've made in a previous mass make. I just think that would be nice on here. Let's see if we can make one really fast for this envelope. I just feel I need a little bit of dimension there, and I can probably use lace and stuff again, but just for something different. Quickly cut this out. Yeah, so I'll have to wait for the wind to settle down before I take the dogs on a walk today, because I don't think I will enjoy the walk, and neither would they. Okay, Let's see if, oh, the wrong butterfly there. Let's see if that goes. I actually like that it made it's not a perfect fit. So we'll just glue the middle of each butterfly. Okay. I have extra ink there. Okay, so that, I like that a little. It just adds a little bit to the butterfly, and maybe that's just me and you're thinking you didn't make any difference. I still have this left. Again, from the end of pockets we just made or booklets. Let's tear this down. And I'm wondering if I have more blue scraps. I still have this little bit that we just tore off from that one. Just looking for some scraps that I don't have. Oh, there's a little bit of blue. There, it was just hiding. I'm wondering if you will see the blue. Maybe the blue should be on top of the brown. Something like that. Photo in there, and we can always put that on top as well. Might look nice. Okay, I don't want blue Holland gin, rum, glycerine. Let's do the glycerine one here next to the little girls. It just feels wrong to have a alcohol ad next to these cute little girls. And our butterfly there. And is there anything else we want to add? I'm thinking maybe let's see if we want a bit of bling on the butterfly body. Not sure. Skip that. We're not doing that. Maybe just a tad of blue here as well. I do like that, or do I want the torn piece? No, it doesn't show enough blue. I'm going to do it that way. Okay, let's do this. I'll glue it onto the photo and then good. Have that there. And see, now you don't even notice that the writing in the back there is upside down. And then we'll put this one. I should take the pen, put it down. Okay. And maybe just add a little bit of ink. I'm not even inking my brush again. There's lots of ink on here already, but just maybe tone the white on this paper down. And so I've used almost all the scraps that I have. Oops, that picture should go first. That we had left from those two, the blue envelope, and even some little pieces left from yesterday. Which makes me happy because they're not going into my scrap bin. Especially the smaller pieces are growing fast again. Do I want some of this here? No. A little flower maybe. Just feel I need something here. I have the baggie with the French stamps here. Maybe we can just add a stamp in there. A stamp, and I have a little bit of the tea bag left. Maybe we'll just add a bit of tea bag behind the stamp just to layer things up a bit more. Yep, let's do that. Okay, and then we have to glue the butterfly on. And I don't know, the butterfly just needs a little something here. Okay, I think we are done. Let me clean up just some of these things and put the lid back on my glue. So for today's day 100 draw, let's see. Sorry, I just saw this little piece of tape sitting here. Let's just use it up because I'm gonna lose it in the scraps anyway, because it's so little it will go into the garbage can. So let's just use it. Okay, let's talk about the day 100 draw. Today we have journal and ASMR, and then Sherry is in the draw. I'll have your names again in the description box, and what else will I have in the description box? So Tina's videos again. And yes, and thank you to all the new subscribers and all the existing subscribers and everybody watching. I am so happy you're joining me every day. And for those of you who has been following along, thank you very much for all your lovely comments. And remember, if you want to, you can either email me with photos or share it on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Miemie's Keepsakes. I would love to see what you're up to. Anyway, here are the decorated pockets, and here's the ones that we didn't decorate. It's a nice easy pocket, and you can definitely make this with anything. I am definitely going to make more of these from my extra larger pages that I have sitting here that needs to be used up. Thank you for joining me again today. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and leave a comment if you want to be part of the day 100 draw. And I will see you again tomorrow with day 57 of the 100 day project. Enjoy your day. Bye.